And we're back with my crashed, beloved, rare manual Lamborghini Murcielago LP640. You guys, I got a little ahead of myself in that last video after Mike put the car together, got it running. I wanted to drive it so badly that I drove it down the road and I destroyed the rear axle. Or maybe it was destroyed already, we will never really know. But today is a monumental moment. Today's the day we get the car back on four wheels and we're gonna actually take it to the frame shop and find out, is this car worth the time and energy, or did I make a massive mistake by taking a check from insurance and trying to rebuild my precious car myself? We're about to find out. Hello, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. You have a little bit of work to do. You have an idea with this, and what is your idea for the people? Please let them know.
All right, well, I was going to try to get parts to replace this axle. So there's a couple different sizes of CV joints that are kind of like standard Porsche 930 or 934. This seems like it's an in-between size.
Of course it is. It's a Lamborghini. Handmade in Italy, my bud.
Exactly. So I couldn't get the parts for it, but I'm gonna try to basically take the two pieces of the cage, stick them back together, and we don't have a welder here.
So you're not gonna weld them?
I'm not gonna weld them, which would be the easy way to go.
You're gonna take this thing right here, and you're gonna try to do, how are you gonna try to put that back together with the other pieces?
So basically we're gonna stick the two pieces together.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna use some safety wire and basically wrap safety wire around it to keep that cage together.
I'm not driving this though like that, right?
It's all apart already. So I'm gonna spend 10 minutes to try to make this stay together, just so at least we can drive it onto the trailer and drive it in to where we're going.
The frame shop.
The frame shop. Right?
This works, you guys. He told me this off camera and I was like, there's no way this is working. So stay tuned to find out if Mike is as MacGyver as we think he could be, because this is gonna be some MacGyver shit.
It really is.
This is just a Band-Aid, like quite literally a Band-Aid to get that to roll on its own four wheels so that we can get it to the frame shop.
Exactly.
And find out, is the rest of this car straight enough to actually rebuild? Because if it's not, we could have a complete junker. At this point, we're trying to rebuild this car. And the best part is, some of the most important, most crucial pieces to rebuilding this car just showed up outside. There it is. This is a really, really big moment, you guys. This is the entire front end of that Murcielago sitting right here on this nice little pallet. This is just the frame.
Yeah, this is just the front clip. I think we'll leave it out here. We'll take it apart. The forklift's
in the parking lot?
We'll take this front clip and just put it in the back of my truck, because then we can just take it to the body shop.
Sounds like a plan to me. Parking lot unboxing. There it is, you guys. Look at this. Wow. Whoa. Wow, look at that thing. That's no joke.
Shocks and everything. Well, that's gonna make life easier. We might just bolt this whole thing on. We can literally unbolt that whole rear suspension right now, bolt this one on, and then we know that that corner is good.
You welded this back together, the knuckle. This is the upper control arm that was bent to hell that we actually straightened out fairly well.
Yeah, it's on the car, so
and then you got your lower control arm, and we even have some perfectly good shocks and springs set up here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take this front frame and we're gonna go over to the frame shop once Mike rebuilds the rear axle with the safety wire, if that even works. And then the frame shop's actually gonna be the one, not you, to chop off and decide where this gets cut and welded back on.
Yeah, exactly, because they're gonna put it on a frame machine. Hold the car down by the frame rails, twist everything back into shape before they cut anything off, bend everything back as much as possible. Then they'll figure out at what point they need to cut the front clip off and replace this. So this has a lot of extra back here that we're not gonna need. The front end area is almost like superficial, right? All it's really doing is holding the headlights and the fenders and that kind of stuff. Back here is what's making the car straight, all the control arms. That's what really needs to be strong. If it is tweaked a little bit, they might be able to get it back into factory specs without having to cut anything. Yep, exactly.
Okay, cool. Well, let's throw this in the back of the truck. Let's get the guns out. Sun's out, guns out, you guys. Here we go. The back end of your truck is a Murcielago.
Yeah, right? Got more value now.
How much was this again? Like 15 grand?
Yeah, 15 grand.
$15,000 for this chunk of metal. Damn.
I think we saw that our lower control arm was fine. There wasn't anything wrong with it. So I think I'll probably pull that out, replace the knuckle and the upper arm, and then the shocks stay exactly where they are. So it's gonna make it a lot easier.
Put the wheel back on it and see if we can make it drive under its own power.
Exactly.
This might be the biggest miracle I've ever seen anybody do to a Murcielago. Stay tuned, find out, is Mike worth his weight in safety wire? What'd you find? You just got in here and you were just about, we're so excited. You guys were so excited. I thought it was gonna work. Man, it's not gonna work, is it?
So this is the other half of the cage. Well, it's not really half because it's
a quarter.
also broken in half. We could all weld it all back together and it would work for driving it onto the trailer, but I guess we're just gonna be pushing this thing. We'll just stick this back on, throw the cap on here, a couple bolts, make it a roller.
We're pushing it, guys. We're pushing it. Armstrong today. 2 horsepower. Well,
right.
2 men. Oh, more devastating news. Unfortunately, we were pretty excited that we were gonna be able to put this back together and have it drive yet again under its own power. Even though this was a band-aid of a fix, it was kind of fun to challenge ourselves to see if Mike could wire the whole CV cage back together. But with the cage now being broken into multiple pieces, there is no hope of getting that accomplished. We're just going to have to button this thing back up, save ourselves some time, and push it onto the trailer. Get it off to the frame shop, but stay tuned. We still don't know. Is this car even salvageable? This could be the defining moment of this entire project. And it's back! Well, not quite. It's got no axle, but at least it'll roll on all 4 wheels. Off to the frame shop to find out, did I make the ultimate mistake and buy back my car with a smaller check to rebuild it myself from the insurance company? Is it actually repairable? Time to load this girl up. We gotta move the twin turbo F12. By the way, we got some new plates for the car. That's right, this is now officially our DD Tire Slayer. This thing destroys tires like just about nothing we've ever had on the channel before. 2 manpower, fire it up. I'll push you. You're the lighter to be pushed around, so take advantage of it today, Mike.
It makes sense.
Take advantage of it. Fire in the hole! Dude, this thing is so loud!
So good.
By the way, it wouldn't matter if it was in gear.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's a big gun. Here we go. Yep.
Real tight.
Why are you huffing?
Well,
I'm carrying all the weight.
straight pipe V12 fumes.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. My glasses were getting fogged.
Dude, I should have said, I'm the owner. I gotta drive. I gotta take responsibility.
You know what happened last time?
Yeah. That's right. Well, I didn't drive. I'm not the one that crashed the car.
Exactly. So now you're the only one that drives this thing.
Yeah, we don't trust Mike.
What you really know about the feeling? Where everything around there seems to just be killing. Everything you got, it deep inside your chest. It's like a doctor comes around and he starts drilling deep in your brain.
We made it. How many beers have you had this morning? You're all over the place here coming in like this. You had like 6 guys trying to direct you. Everybody's pointing a different direction. I hope you figured that out. Yay!
David.
Nice to meet you, man. Welcome to my nightmare. The first thing I want to point out is I did not crash this car.
Okay.
So please don't.
I'm not going to judge you.
Don't judge me. Don't judge me. That's right. Hopefully you're going to give me really good news and tell me that this thing is repairable.
So this side was wrecked. We just replaced the upper control arm and the knuckle cracked, but it looks like everything else is okay. It's still the same lower control arm that was on the car.
Keep in mind, he's really optimistic because, well, I'm paying him.
Oh, definitely. Yes.
Like, I'm not just paying him because, like, we hired him, but, like, no, I actually pay him to stay optimistic. There's a bonus every month for him to be positive, just to keep me uplifted and keep my hopes high. We call it the motivation bonus.
That's right.
Keep Damon and Dave happy. Have you ever worked on a Murcielago before?
Nope, it's the first time.
You want the good news or the bad news?
What do you think, Mike?
Give him the bad news.
So the bad news is that, see all these body panels? They're all bonded to the car.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah. Old school.
What other car's bonded?
You wouldn't believe. All the old school cars used to bond them together. Yeah.
On a Civic?
Yeah. And also the new one, like the Corvette, most of them is just bonded together too.
Really?
Yeah, see, I don't work on those either, so.
So unbonding the rest of these fenders so that you can replace the front frame is
Yeah.
going to be okay? You're okay with that?
Yeah. So we have to label the damage
Yeah.
before we start chopping, taking anything off. We have to reverse the damage. And after that, we will start seeing what's gonna comes off. Like, anything we could fix it, we could fix. Anything we can't fix, like for example, like this bracket, we might have to just chop it and just put a new one back.
We got a whole new one for you right there.
There you go. That's easy.
He says that's easy.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
That's
Motivational bonus for you too.
Yeah, man. That's gonna make our life so easy.
You know, for this car, trying to put it back together correctly, we could try to remake all these little things that weren't right. And then if you can find out where it's bent and hopefully fix everything, like so you don't have to move the control arm ears or anything like that, that's gonna be perfect.
Most important with this one is just the suspension. Anything with the body, to be honest with you, we always have to tweak him. We have to modify them. We have to put some shims. You know what I mean?
shims in this car.
Well, I mean, that's the reason why you have all those, so you can move them.
We're just joking. This whole car's built off shims. Every time Mike takes a part off, all the shims fall out of the car.
Really?
We just did the suspension this morning and like 7 shims fall out of it.
And all the washers, they all have different part numbers on them.
And they're all Volkswagen.
They're all Volkswagen
They all have
parts.
Volkswagen numbers on them. It's the new Murcielago EV.
Silent.
Well, huge shout out to King's Auto Body. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm excited for this. I'll be calling you every single hour, every single day. Is this straight? Is this straight? Every day.
Hey, what's
every
up? Good morning. Is the car straight yet?
That's right. I'm pretty excited to find out if this thing's mangled.
It's a big risk.
So you guys are gonna pull all this out.
Yeah, we're gonna start from this corner, just to reverse the damage.
So you reverse the damage and get it all straight.
And grab it from there so that everything wants to kind of come back into its natural.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool and it's pretty wild.
That's not how I would imagine it. I'd just be like, cut it off and add the new one on. But
Yeah,
you want to
sometimes-
make sure it's straight before I guess you start adding anything, right?
If you check it now, it might be bent to back here. But after you pull that back out,
Hold on. I pay you for the motivation. He can give me the bad news. You tell me it's going to be okay, Mike.
I guess my check's
Tell
not
me
in the
it's-
mail this month.
Tell me it's going to be okay, Mike.
We brought it to the right guys, so they're gonna straighten it out for us.
So now we're going to get a quick tour of the body shop. Whoa. You work with my competition? This guy works with the competition right here. What is that?
That's his race car.
Is that your race car? Bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's the reason why we get along. You know what I mean?
That's why you guys get along. Beamer bros. Dude, this thing is nuts. Look at the fenders. Dude, this thing is serious. Whoa. Hey, look at his steering wheel, Mike.
That's the one we took out of the Lambo.
It's the exact Lamborghini racing steering wheel,
Yep.
just without the electronics on it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so cool. This car is nuts. Holy crap. What a car.
Pretty cool, huh?
Same as what we put in the 550.
Yep, exactly.
What'd you find? He's finding stuff, Mike. He's scaring me already. Good or bad?
A little bit bad.
What?
Little bad.
A little bad? What are you looking at?
Can you see the buckle on the roof?
I do see that there. Because I see it on this side too.
So,
What is it?
There's a little bit of a dent.
so you get the chassis when it twists. This is what happens. You see it?
Yep. I've never noticed that before. As soon as you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yeah.
We got the muscle. Well, that's it. We say goodbye. And then Naiad's going to be getting a phone call every hour on the hour to find out if it's straight or not. Thank you for having this car here. I'm excited to find out the fate. If we are fixing it, we got some big plans. Fingers crossed. We have some parts we're trying to get next week that if it comes in, you guys will not be disappointed where this build's about to go. But first, we got to find out if it's repairable. If not, I guess I got to go hunting for a Murcielago SV and we'll put the manual transmission in that.
Either way, we're gonna have some sort of Murcielago with a manual transmission.
Something nasty's coming to the channel. No pressure. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Smash the subscribe button. Peace.
We're gonna hold it from this side, and then we're gonna start pulling the top. Our goal now to get this one straight, and then to see, you can see that we have this is go sideways. We just want to try to get it like very much straight to this side. So the front end from the top, both of them, they need to go that way. Now it's straight, it's not going up no more. So the only thing we have to do now, we have to keep pulling from the top one to get those ones straight more. bottom one is good, this one is good, we should be able, to start taking fenders off and chop all the tubing and then use the one from the other one. So I think now everything is square. We just have to do a little bit more work as far as this one here, the apron. We just need to fix it with body work. This one here, we're gonna fix it. Maybe this piece right here, we're gonna chop it up and then weld the new one in. But what you see from the bottom, everything pretty much is epoxy together. They use a windshield glue. So just till then, and I think we can fix it. Yeah, we could do that. It's not gonna be a total.
Mike was the first person in North America to put the BMW V10 engine into a different chassis.
Yep. Yeah, we put it in an E90.
No wonder why we get along. You do like big engines.
I told you, I like doing dumb projects. It's
you do. Oh. Yeah.
Trust me, they don't stop. We're just getting started.